In this video, we're going to talk about marketing to local businesses, how you can sell TCP to local businesses and make some good money doing it. And but before we start, you got to know a couple of things. Things you need to do. First of all, you need to make each business open their own TCP account. They can get a 14-day free trial. Do not try to build and capture pages for that business on your account. Here is why. The biggest factor of getting these businesses upgraded is when they see activity. And by downloading our phone app, as soon as they get a lead, it's going to hit their phone and get them super excited. But if you tried to build something in your own back office, they would never, the phone app wouldn't connect to your back office. So they're not going to get their own leads. Not to mention they won't get an email about getting a lead either. So you're bypassing the point. One of the most exciting things for them to get excited about is getting their leads, and if you try to build it in your back office, you're bypassing that, which is a huge mistake. Okay, the other thing is once they set up a TCP account, tell them, listen, I'm going to go in and build it for you. So you want to get their username and password, but tell them that they can change their password at any time after you build everything, okay, to make sure they're comfortable. But just tell them you need to put a temp password in so it allows me to get in and build this stuff for you. And then number 3, the most important step you'll ever do to get sales in home-based business, not home-based business, but in local business, I should say, is to have them download the TCP phone app and log in with their username and password. Okay, because I'm going to show you a way to drive them some leads. And as soon as they get some leads, and they're going to ask where these leads come from, it's going to get them very excited, and it's not going to be hard to get them to upgrade. Okay, so now let's build a couple examples out that you would do. So for example, let's click on Page Builder. Maybe you got a restaurant that you want to hit up. So what you can do is just grab a page, edit any page really. Okay. Just deleting a couple things here so I can do a good training from scratch. And what you can do here is pick background image. I'm going to go into food. And of course they might have their own pictures too that they could use as well. But let's say you got a really good, like a burger place. Grab that. Or they sell burgers and other things here. First thing I'm going to do is darken this opacity a little bit, like this. Get on burger, I don't know the name of the business, Burger Shack VIP list. Get coupons. Free appetizers. And new menu item alerts. I know you can't see this yet because I haven't changed the color. So we'll go in here. Okay. And of course, you could add more ad copy, whatever the business really does. I'm just going to add a little bit of background shadow in there. Pop this off the page. And a business may or may not call them. So you could either get, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write Burger Shack VIP list. Shack VIP list. Page name VIP list. Save later. Okay, now I'm going to edit content. And let's say I want to take them back to whatever Burger Shack's main website is, www.burgershack.com. I don't know if a Burger Shack exists. I'm just filling this out. So you could choose name, email, phone. I always like name, email, and phone just because the app's going to go off. All right, and then I'm going to edit this button to say add me now. I like all caps though. I'm also going to change the color here. Maybe I'll do black. Okay. I don't mind this color. It matches the fries. Okay. Oops. Item. Actually, I like pages to be consistent, so I'm going to take the color code that I chose here. Style button. Background. And make sure choose. Okay. There we go. Then the burger place could add their social media buttons here. Okay, because when you're advertising to local businesses, it's not about being curious like a home-based business. It's they want people to connect with them. Okay, they could even add their phone number and all that kind of stuff too if they want to, or location if they want to. Okay, or they could even add a picture of you know, picture of themselves if they want to, just drag and drop a picture. But let's say I want this, I just hit save. Okay. So now you could go on Facebook, especially if you're local, okay, and you live locally. You could go on Facebook and then say, hey everybody, I don't know if you knew this, but Burger Shack here in town is giving away free appetizers, you know, if you get on their VIP list. And all of a sudden, a bunch of your friends log in. I say, okay, that sounds like a pretty cool offer. Let's say the business gets 10 leads. Well, now the business has a phone app, and they got 10 leads sitting on their phone that 10 people just opted in. Okay. You could also help this business write an autoresponder. Hey, thanks for joining our VIP list. We'll be getting back to you. We'll be sending you messages about, you know, free offers, etc., etc. And then you could just hit mail campaign and add that autoresponder that you create for them. Remember, I actually would get a phone number here, and I'll tell you why, because they could also go in our system and text everybody. So once they have everybody on their autoresponder, if they want to text out a deal of the day, they could buy enough credits in TCP and just text everybody on the list. So I would definitely have them also grab a phone number on these, okay, just in case they want to text that list. Okay, so that's one example. Another example might be construction company, for example. So edit. Pick background image real quick. Let me go into, let's say, homes. We got all kinds of cool pictures of homes. And maybe we do, this is a pretty cool looking room. And I could do something like this. Let's say you live in Seattle, Washington. #1 home remodeler. Again, I'm going to darken this up again. See how much the opacity tool makes a big difference? How text starts popping off the page? Seattle, Washington. Did I even spell that right? I don't think I did. S-C-A-T-L-E, Seattle. Is that right? I'm not sure. #1 home modeler. Okay, so again, then I'll just delete these components here just to make it easy. Then I would do edit components. I would drag something over here. Get a free quote on any maybe I'd say bathroom, kitchen, sunroom, or addition. You know, whatever the construction does, right? And then I would say remodel. Add your autoresponder, of course, hit save, and then I would do name and email. So when I add the I just go where the landing page goes here. That'd be there, whatever they're saying. Okay, so Seattle, Washington, #1 home remodeler, get a free quote. Or you might want to do something like this, talk to them, get $500 off today by filling in the form. A lot of businesses will do this, you know, so you could ask them, hey, do you got any special deals? And I'm going to change the text color here. And say something like, get your free $500 off, fill in this form. And this has all the same text. So one of the things is I would definitely change the text. I don't like all the same text on a page. So I would go through here and find maybe a little different text. Here's another thing that you can do too. You can hit box shadows. No, I don't want to do box shadow here. I want to do something. Actually, I want to do style, and I want to italicize, just to throw it a little bit different here. Okay. Now I could use some of the. There is a little bit of yellow in this room, so if I wanted to do this, actually I don't mind this button color. It's kind of matching up with some of the background there. So if I hit background here, I can find the color code for the button and just copy it. Control C is copy, by the way. Hit style here and the color of the text. Control V is paste. And I can do something like that and hit edit and change this button to say get quote. Well, now with a home remodeler too, if you want, you could do like a before and after picture. So hang on one second, let's see if we can find one. Okay, so here's one. You know, of course they would have their own pictures, but I just went on Google just for a second here, and if I wanted to add a picture, edit components, drag in a picture, paste. Probably may want 50% on that. Let's see how 50% looks. There you go. So a picture definitely would help a business like this, okay? And so now I've done this. They have their phone app on, right? So what you can do then is go over to, let's say, Craigslist, because if you can help them drive some leads, they'll more likely upgrade, okay? Because they don't know that you're going to do this. It only takes a couple seconds. So, for example, you can actually go post an ad on Craigslist and go into services and then go into household, for example, or labor move, I think, you know, so depending on the business. So you could hit post, or you could even look for one like this, like home construction and repairs, and kind of copy something like this, and then put your link where they go, so they can go click on the link, and even put in the ad, get $500 off your quote right now, whatever, just to drive people to the page. So then they come over to this page, and you know, they opt in. Well, what happens is then the business owner, his phone goes off that he just got a lead. and he's very excited. And what's really good for construction guys is on our app, he can call, text, or email right there from the phone app. So it's very, very powerful that he can call a lead right away, because of course someone that's doing remodeling, roofing, those kind of things, they want to get back to the person right away. Again, this could also be, I don't think I spelled Seattle right. This could also be, I think there might be two T's. There could be insurance agents, real estate agents, you name it. The sky's the limit on anything like this. It could be a gym. For example, a lot of gyms give away a free week. So if you wanted to do a gym, I'll do one real quick, because I'll just go grab our a share code, for example, and just edit it. So if I go into landing pages for our this, I click on fitness, hit preview. Okay, something like this page here. So what I'm going to do is go back here, copy it, edit it, and so I would just change this here. So the pump room gym wants you to have a free week. We have the best free weights, machines, cardio, group classes, tanning, and daycare. Of course, you want to always double check your spelling. Okay, and then I would say edit content. I'd come down here and say a free week on us, no catches, or something like that. Activate your free week now. And that's a gym free week. And then you could also go post this page all over Facebook, on Craigslist, etc. You just kind of want to do that right at first when you build one of these for a business, because then they start getting leads and they have no idea how they're getting leads. And then you look like the best person in the world to them. You look like, oh my gosh, this person knows how to get me leads. I want to do this. I mean, think about all the businesses, dentists, lawyers, restaurant. I mean, you name it, nail places, everything, okay? And it doesn't take very long to build these kind of pages to grab attention, and then you can go out there and actually advertise them. Now, let's talk about money for a second. All right, so now I'm on the virtual whiteboard. Let's talk about money. What do you charge? Well, we have one guy that makes a ton of money, and how he does is he doesn't charge any setup fee. He knows, he just goes out there and gets a ton of these businesses. He gets them in for free. He then realizes that they're going to pay $50 a month. He makes 25 of it. And every 4 is $100 a month. And he just goes out and gives businesses, because it's very affordable. Most businesses easily have $50 to put in a marketing budget, okay? And he does that. Now there's others that want this money too, but then they charge one-time, I'm drawing with a mouse, setup fee. I'm going to build out all your pages. I'm going to build out your autoresponder. I'm going to do everything for you. You don't have to do anything. Let me set this up. Sometimes I've seen people charge between $250 and $1,000. So $250 all the way to $1,000. I guess it's, if you're a great salesperson and you can do that for the business, you can. How you guys can charge the $50 a month. What you need to tell people is, listen, Your website is just like your building. Your building, you pay rent because it takes up space, and you have to pay rent. Well, when I build you these mailing services and these pages, you're basically paying a hosting cost. You're paying rent for these pages, and a business owner will understand that terminology. Okay, so that they don't have any problem paying $50 a month for the space that their pages are renting out. Okay, and then we have people that charge a one-time plus a monthly maintenance. So some people will charge, like, I mean, anywhere from $100 to on up, you know, 100 to sky's the limit. And I know whatever you can sell it for, and say, listen, I charge you a monthly maintenance anytime you need a change, anytime you want to add something, if you want more pages. You know, some of them, some people we've noticed have sold pages. Like, I'll build you 3 different capture pages for this price. I'll build you 5 pages for this price. Or every month I will go in and build you 3 to 5 new pages, and that's why you're going to pay me this monthly fee for me to go in and keep up with the maintenance and build you new marketing stuff every single month. You know, so you can actually charge that as well. So that depends. Okay. Now, of course, TCP is built to take this payment, but it is not built to take these payments. Okay, we do have a video where we show you how you can add a PayPal button to pages. I would look that up if you want to take payment that way, or any HTML type of payment you could load in our pages and take payment that way, or people can cut you a check however you want. You know, and then keep track. We also have an invoicing tool, so which is really cool. So if you are selling this and you want to look professional, you can go into our invoice tool and do an invoice here. New invoice. You can add a logo if you want. Name Burger Shack, and you can add Burger Shack's address in there and make it look really official. And then you put your name, Joe Blow, and your address. I'm not putting addresses to save time. Invoice number 3201. Date, let's say it's today's date. Due date, let's say today. Currency, USD. And then you have local biz, item local biz, set up VIP site. And let's say you want to charge them $250. Quantity 1. If you want to charge tax, you can or not. Notes, please write check to Joe Blow, etc. Okay? Then you can actually save this and then download a PDF. You can have a theme too where you actually change the colors, but this is what it would look like. So if you had Burger Shack's address, Joe's in there, you could print this off and hand it to the business, and it will look very professional for you. Okay, if you want to do that. So that's another thing. So that's really how you could go sell to home-based businesses, build the pages. But when they start getting leads on the phone app, that's why giving them our phone app is so important. They will get so excited. They'll definitely want to expand and use you. But this is just a couple examples here how to do local business marketing.